Can we get some good news? Yes.
Yes, we can. You'll be lucky. You'll be real lucky with some good news in these parts. You'll be lucky for some good news in these parts, in these times. Yeah, we haven't got any good news to be honest. It was a fugazi. It was all a lie. We've got bad news. We've got bad news from Osmond Gold here and the quartering. So, I seen this 3 days ago. To be honest, I just hadn't mentioned it yet, but I seen somebody else mention it, and then Osmond Gold's mentioned it in another company. So, quartering here, YouTube collapses. All staff offered buyouts or layoffs as AI has decimated entire platform. So, yeah, YouTube, what you're currently watching it on. Again, it's owned by Google. It's part of the control network. That's why Google bought it, because everything's about control, to be honest. That's why you're getting the Online Safety Act. That's why you get the Digital ID. That's why everything's about control. Again, it's also why there's chaos on the streets, because order out of chaos. It's how you bring control. So, yeah, all the chaos is part of the plan, to be honest. But also part of the plan is to completely remove you from the workforce because you're not needed anymore. There is no cotton left to pick, is a good line from a song called Illuminati by Wise Intelligent, is the artist. There is no cotton left to pick out here. So you're not needed is another side of it. You're really not needed anymore. We don't need this many people. AI and machines can pretty much do everything. There's too many people on the planet, and yeah, there is plans to remove quite a lot of people. And with the impending chaos that should be on the horizon now, if anyone can see it coming, there will be a removal of people from this planet. Possibly a third world war in there as well, so that'll get rid of a good section as well. So yeah, there's big plans. There's big plans here to remove some of the people because there's too many now. Because we don't fucking need you. Because all the jobs have been decimated by AI and generally machines. So YouTube collapses. All staff offered buyouts. So play a bit of this, play a bit of Osmond. But yeah, AI is decimating jobs. So not only is the economy collapsing around us, and we're becoming poorer by the day due to inflation and the ever printing of money. But you won't have a job eventually either, so you'll be even poorer than you thought as AI sweeps the job market.
Can't say that I didn't see this coming. Honestly, maybe we owe an apology to Susan Wojcicki. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but they did bring in some Indian guy, Neil Mohan or whatever, and basically it's all been downhill since. The site is full of AI slop. Payouts are as bad as they've ever been. I know that people love when YouTubers or content creators talk about money, but just year over year, October, November, and December is when most YouTubers make the most money. This October is, even with the same views that I had last October, down probably 30%.
Yeah, I mean, people don't get the reality either that when we get where we're going, all these channels like mine that tell you the truth and the various other ones, these are not wanted in the New World Order, really. We will not be allowed to do this. Um, yeah, I mean, you might get the travel channels will be wanted on things like that, or you know what I mean? But part of the crack is like the powers that be, the internet's very popular. So they bought YouTube because they know it's very popular, but then they're going to systematically shut it down over the next couple of months and years to the point where it's probably not going to be worth doing, like in terms of a job. And again, they're saying their money's down. Again, the platform's getting bigger, but the money's going down. The amount of rules and the people that get banned and removed for violations. It really is a shit show, to be honest. YouTube. I'm on Rumble as well as this guy is as well, as you can see here. Live Rumble Monday Friday. Rumble might end up taking over YouTube the way it's going. It really might. I can kind of see that coming because YouTube's trying to kill itself. Um, partly because it's too big. It's too big. It's got too many people who'll tell you the truth on it. So they need rid of it, to be honest. YouTube will be gotten rid of, or all the content creators who break the rules of the agenda will be gotten rid of via the Online Safety Act or things like this. You're muted basically for telling the truth. Again, all this will become apparent in the near future as we go further down the road. So yeah, it's all kind of again, it's a bigger game of play here. Is what I'm trying to say. Is we're not where we're going here. We're walking down the road. We're not quite finished. So all this is part of the plan, and again, the end up plan is either the complete removal of YouTube in the end because they don't fucking need it anymore, or it'll be completely controlled and it'll be very, very limited what you can say on this platform. It's already getting that way. It's absolutely already getting that way. And as the AI gets better, obviously that it'll get better. That's what'll happen. So yeah, it's not looking good for the future, to be honest. On quite a few levels here. I don't know if anybody else has noticed here, but it's not looking good on quite a few levels on planet Earth.
Percent in earnings, maybe more. If you try to go to shorts, it's full of AI garbage. And I believe that YouTube is in bigger trouble than they're letting on. And this video or tweet by Neon, which I wanted to give a shout out to Neon over at Clownfish TV, he wrote, OG YouTube is officially ending. Employees are offered buyouts. YouTube as we've known it is officially over. The company is being restructured into 3 new divisions, and employees were offered voluntary layoffs and buyouts today. And this was all employees that qualified, all of them. Now, I don't know what qualifies or what doesn't qualify, but that's a lot of dimp. That's a lot of employees. If you're offering buyouts to all, that's actually bonkers. That's actually bonkers. The media is blaming AI, which is likely part of it, but it seems to point to YouTube changing its focus away from the you and more into the them in the Hollywood studio system. Well, I would also argue that YouTube, and I've talked about this with their AI nonsense, if they can replace my video with an AI video that they themselves generate, that was generated off my video, off my hard work, they don't have to share the 30 cents on the dollar with me. And that's all.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is all about control. It's all about money. And again, all the people who are bringing in the control are the people who have all the money. And yeah, you are to be, by 2030, you will own nothing and be happy, right? Again, we've got 4 years to go here of before that's we're at 2030. But there's a lot can happen in 4 years, a lot, and we are taking massive strides or small strides at the moment, possibly towards this outcome. But big strides can be made at any time. The economy is on the fucking knife's edge. Again, this by 2030 you will own nothing and be happy is a very, very, very real prospect. Like again, if you don't understand economics. But it's a very real prospect. A lot can happen in 4 years. The economy's on a knife edge. So yeah, again, I'll bet with anybody if you want. I'll bet with anybody at all. Within 4 years' time, that saying of you will own nothing and be happy. Well, you won't be happy. That's for sure. That's just part of the bullshit statement. The real thing they're trying to tell you there is by 2030 you will own nothing. So that's where it's going. It really is. And if you can sort of see what you're looking for, you can see it here. He said exact words. It's more about it's turning from YouTube to iTube, and again the creators people will never fathom when you've got all the money in the world, you don't really need any money, so they're not really bothered about all these creators and money. It's all a means to an end. And the means to end is just controlling YouTube by the time we get to the end game so we can get rid of these people. all the way down the road systematically and remove these people. Or there also people are outing themselves on YouTube, like me, as dissenters. Do you know what I mean? As people who aren't going to play along with all this bullshit. So we're kind of outing ourselves as well, trying to spread the word and fucking help you people and fucking make you realise that the world that you're lost in won't be here for much longer, and you'll live in a shitty world you don't like. And it was always coming, but none of you would open your fucking eyes and see it, and now we're all fucked. So it's not quite that bad yet, but it's pretty much we're on the precipice of that being a reality. We're all fucked. So that's YouTube, decimating all the jobs, again moving to AI, again more rules will come in, more content creators will be removed. They're not bothered about money, they've got all the money in the world, so that's why they don't give a fuck as well. And yeah, you're going to watch a systematic decline of YouTube over the next couple of months and years, by the looks of it, as they systematically remove all the people who will tell you the truth. It'll be probably the way of it. So that's YouTube fucked. Here's Osmond Gold. Don't worry, everything else is following suit.
Let's get some good news. Twitch has fired the guy that has been banning VTubers.
Hello, I'm here to give my opinion on something that doesn't actually matter. Ex-Twitch execs slams Amazon for cutting 14,000 jobs in AI shift. Robots don't give a fuck.
That's right.
Twitch is facing another brutal round of layoffs as parent company Amazon slashes tens of thousands of corporate jobs amid a major pivot to artificial intelligence.
That's right. You're getting replaced by Flippy. You're getting replaced by the AI. You're getting replaced by a computer.
Amazon confirmed plans to cut 14,000 corporate jobs this year, about 4% of its white-collar workforce, as part of a sweeping cost-cutting and restructuring effort. According to Reuters, the number could climb up to 30,000 as layoffs began on October 28th.
Right, I mean, up to October 28th, so they've started. I mean, it said like mass layoffs there. I mean, go and look at these companies. Amazon was mentioned there, YouTube, Twitch, all like, again, we mentioned this with Coca-Cola. Everybody kind of owns everybody else at this point through shareholders, etc. Go and look at the profit that these companies make every year. And they're here about making cost cutting to make more profit, but these companies make billions. Like Amazon, you know what I mean? On about cost cutting. Yeah, but again, you can't seem to like grasp that it's all about control. And if you don't have a job and you're reliant on the state, they can control you a lot easier, to be honest. They can control you a lot easier because if you don't do as you're told, they'll cut you off. So you will do as you're told. Whereas if you've got a job and you're a bit free, you can kind of please yourself because you don't have to bow to the government to get your money. But the minute you have to bow to the government to get your money, you're going to have to do as you're told. And as all the jobs get removed by AI, more and more people will be on benefits. Thus, more people will have to do as they're told. Again, control, all about control. But how we get there is different routes, do you know what I mean? But one of them is making you reliant on the government. It makes you reliant on the government, and therefore you have to do as you're told.
8th, so that's 2 days ago as of me recording this.
That's right.
The move is part of Amazon CEO Andy Jassy's strategy to trim bureaucracy and lean heavily into AI and automation. Jassy previously said,
I love how these Twitter people think that they're going to be able to stop AI by having a viral tweet get like 90,000 likes about AI being bad. Like, this is the future. Anybody who thinks this isn't the future is fucking delusional. It's obviously happening.
that artificial intelligence will play a central role in automating routine work, making some roles obsolete.
Yeah.
These latest moves signal that Amazon is likely realizing enough AI-driven productivity gains within corporate teams to support a substantial reduction in force.
That's right. You don't need them. Get rid of them.
Cannabis? An e-marketer analyst told Techloy. Twitch hit with massive layoffs. Okay, so here's the interesting part about the Twitch layoffs.
All right, let's hear
one
it.
of the people that got fired was this guy, a man named Tarfu. He says, I was laid off at Twitch today. I was at Twitch for 11 years. I started off working in trust and safety, then moved to customer experience. I was the person who built the entire fraud program at Twitch. You'll understand why I'm emphasizing that in a second. One of the reasons I never told people what I did for work. I was the one keeping bad actors off Twitch who steal and abuse revenue on the platform.
Sure.
I guess I didn't.
Yeah, but they don't need you anymore after your 11 years service, so see you later. He's kind of the crack here now. Again, these fucking industrialists, these people who own all these companies, I can't stress how they do not give a single fuck about you or me. Yeah, it's all about control, it's all about the New World Order. Again, we take massive strides in pretty much every country towards the New World Order. And again, if like these people who were all behind it go to fucking meetings that they don't tell us about, but if you look it up, all these meetings exist, all these places exist, and Davos and the Economic Forum and the United Nations. This is where they all decide what the fuck's going to happen here. It's all publicised as well. Agenda 30 is actually a thing. United Nations, Agenda 30. Used to be Agenda 21, but they changed it to 30 because they hadn't pulled it all off by 2021. But all these, it's in documents, do you know what I mean? Like, this isn't even hidden from the public. It's literally out there. They're telling you the plans. They're telling you what they're going to do. Just nobody bothered to fucking read it. Is a bit of the way of things here. So, yeah, this is all planned. It's all written down, but nobody bothered to read it. It's also written in another book called the Bible, which tells you exactly what's going to happen. So, yeah, people read a bit more. They would maybe understand what was happening, but nope. So that's it. The jobs are fucked. Everybody's fucked here yet again. It's all bagwash. It's all fucking. It's all gone to shit on every level. And if it hasn't, it will shortly. So don't worry about that. So all the jobs are going at YouTube. All the content creators that tell you the truth, they'll probably get fucked off because why would they let people tell you the truth in a world of lies? And Twitch has gone as well, which is owned by Amazon. We seen there the other day Amazon getting rid of fucking loads of jobs as well in all its factories. So yeah, by 2030, yet again, you will own nothing and be happy, apparently. Peace.